Okay, I'm wearing my brand new Montreal Canadiens, Centennials on this side. Centennial jersey. Thing of beauty, this one. But it's not in the countdown. So, again, for jerseys that I've just received, jerseys that I've ordered over the last few weeks, they're not going to be on the countdown because I had this all figured out a few weeks ago and I said, all right, I'm done. Done updating it. I'm done. We're doing 140 through 121, and honestly, we're getting into the nice jerseys now. And no messing around here. I've got a lot of jerseys, and these are really nice. And after this collection's been counted down, and I got to put all the new jerseys in there, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm kind of worried because I had a lot of nice shirts. Number 140, this beauty right here. Detroit Red Wings. Now, I got this one from a subscriber. Um, Probably wouldn't have bought it on my own before the massive sell off that we saw at Pro Hockey Life. I would have bought it then. Um, Red Wing jerseys are funny, you know. I like the logo and I like the design, but it is kind of boring at the same time. I've always wondered if they just did like a little bit of black, just some black accents, how that would look. They just haven't done it. All right, so that's 140. 139. Washington Capitals. Reebok. It's got green on the back. 52. And this one I got through Full Moon Jerseys. And I really like this jersey more than I thought I would. I mean that. I was always very anti this Capitals logo when they changed the font. Then I got jerseys with the original font and realized, yes, I like the original font more, but it's not by that much. Of course, this is the Reebok design, so you'll notice, extra stuff on it. This is where they basically dropped the piping, though, which is good. I like this one, and yet I will say of the jerseys that have gone from Reebok um, to Adidas, I'm not sure if I'll get a Capitals. If I do, it'll probably be the red one, but it's not a priority. 138. Well, I don't understand why the Oilers don't still wear this. I don't, and that's why I got it for cheap from Lids. Lids had all the Taylor Hall jerseys on cheap 2 summers ago, and I'm like, yeah, okay, all right. And I got an orange one month, and I got the blue one the next month because that was when I was able to buy one or two jerseys in a month. That was it. That was really it. This I've always liked the Oilers design, and yet it doesn't make it one of my favorite jerseys in the league. But the design is good. It's solid, and I always like this one a lot. There were a lot of Oilers jerseys on this countdown though, and this was not my favorite. I still preferred the copper and the dark blue over this, but they didn't win anything with that design, so they go back to this because it's from their those. That's the colors and design they used during their dynasty. That's why I know it's going to come back. I'm to the point where anytime that a team changes its design in some major way, I know that if they don't have success, they'll go back. 137. Is this alternate Boston Bruins? Chara. And I have to say that of the alternates in the NHL, if you're going to look at one that you could make the regular jersey, this would work. I know Harry Sinden tried, and people remember the Pooh Bear jersey. Harry Sinden tried to make the Pooh Bear the actual jersey, the regular jersey. He was ready to do it, and Bruins fans were like, wait, no. And the collective no was loud enough that Harry Sinden backed off on it. But compared to the Pooh Bear jersey, that's a thing of beauty. And yet the Pooh Bear jersey hasn't shown up on the countdown yet because I also like really ugly jerseys. 136, and this one kind of hurts because, again, the stick and rink is a beautiful thing. And this was the 2010 reissue. This was the one they wore during the 2010-2011 season. They had a good record with this, too. And it really solidified to me that these are the Canucks colors. People love the skate jersey. They reminisce about the skate jersey in the black, yellow, and red. But This really solidifies they are the Canucks colors because it's the original. They have them now. That should be the Vancouver colors. That being said, would I be surprised if they go back to the skate? No. Why? 1994. 135. Washington Capitals in red. This again, of course, is Reebok. And Alexander Semin. Semin was one of my favorite players when he was in Washington, but yeah, he did get lazy towards the end, but that's a whole other story. Again, I prefer this one to the white, not by a lot. That's why they're close to each other on the countdown. Again, I prefer the old logo better, but I can understand why they wouldn't bother going back because really not much point. But yeah, I got that one through Full Moon Jerseys, the one I just showed you, the Washington, and the Canucks one I got from Sport Check. 134. This is beautiful. And you know what's funny is the only difference between this and the other Arizona jersey is basically the black. So they could put a little bit of black in it, the A on the shoulders, and everything else stays pretty much the same. I got this one from Ben H Sports. It is. I think it's the first Ben H Sports jersey that's shown up on the countdown. Won't be the last. Yeah, I don't have much to add other than just a little bit of black. And I circle back to the wings on this one. Just a little bit of black, and it can make it work. Now going with an all-black jersey is always the fallback for a lot of teams. And when I hear alternates are coming out, I'm like, man, there's going to be a lot of black in these jerseys. And sure enough, there will be. But this is a sharp jersey. While we all like the Kachina design and the throwbacks and whatnot, this is still a very sharp jersey. Arizona got this right. It does look like it's yawning. I will throw that out there. It does look like it's yawning, but that's okay. 133. Here's Detroit in red. This one I got through Lids when Reeboks all went on half price. I was like, all right, it's time. I waited till it was half price and picked it up. And that Reebok I got from Ben H Sports was on sale because, you know, you got to get the Reeboks out because they're taking up space. And with a team like Arizona, they don't have the same sale demand that other teams have. So I'm perfectly fine with picking up in Arizona. In some cases, it might be a Carolina, maybe even an Ottawa. That the demand just isn't there. So you might be able to get it cheaper than you get other jerseys of the exact same quality and from the same year. But this Detroit is kind of fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of the new Adidas ones, but I like the Reebok a lot. I can't see myself getting a Detroit Adidas. 132. And here are the Kings. The Kings feature heavily at the top of the countdown. Heavily. And this Kings jersey is one that I appreciated more when I got it than I did before I got it. Now, I've looked at the Adidas, and where the Adidas are definitely better than the Reebok is the detail on the crown. Which now when I look at this one, I'm like, yeah, that detail on the crown doesn't look great. And since it's Richards, I got this one from Full Moon Jerseys for, I think it was $50. And again, that's just the thing. If you're willing to wear a jersey that has a name on the back that maybe they left the team for a reason, then it's fine. And for me, I wanted this Kings jersey. And it's funny because now I have a lot of Kings jerseys, and part of it is because I really like the colors, I like the designs, and yeah, you're going to see a lot of Kings in the top 120. $131. I showed you guys the Flames I had with the 1989 patch on it. This is the Reebok throwback to it, and it's cleaner. To be honest, I like the neckline on it. The striping is great. Rumor has it that if the Flames are going to do a third jersey this year, and they are, that this may very well be what we get. This just reminds me that this C looks better than the black one. I know I just got the Adidas yesterday. I love the Adidas. I think that if they went back to the white C, I think it would just be better. But that's me. Maybe I don't know something that they know. It might be one of those few times where I'm like, yeah, just get the black out of it. Because I think that the Flames jerseys with just the red, yellow, and white looks fantastic, personally. I've always been a collector of Flames jerseys. As much as I may not have liked them when I was a kid, I've always collected their jerseys. 130. Oh, this was coming. You knew this was coming sooner or later. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the Dallas Stars. There's the logo right there. People always talk about how the Stars logo isn't even on it. It is, though, because there's a star right here, and there's a star right here, and they both have the break at the top marking the A, because that was the A in the Stars logo. It was a nice attempt. It was, honestly, it's a nice attempt. The colors may not go together well at all, and it may look like a complete mess to some, but I'm getting an authentic in this. Want people to let that sink in. I'm getting an authentic in this. And I like this one. This one's in good shape too. I'm not throwing this one away or anything. It's a very nice jersey. I got this one used from a seller on eBay, and I was over the moon when I got it, and I still think it's beautiful and wonderful. And I know it's so ugly, it's wonderful to me. It is better known as the Mooterus, and once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Okay, we're into the 120s now, 129. A local subscriber gave this one to me. It's got capitals on it, and of course, not for every season did it have capitals on it. But I've always liked the colors. I know there are people that rail against this jersey. I know there are Capitals fans who hated this jersey. And I know there are others who really enjoyed it. I liked the Capitol building. I liked the eagle. I understand why some people didn't. I have the black one with the Capitol building on the front, and it's beautiful too. This just happens to be a jersey I prefer over the other Capitals jerseys. You'll notice there's a lot of Capitals. I'm not done with Capitals yet in this portion of the countdown. So it was Panthers yesterday, it's Capitals today. $128. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. It wasn't that long ago I did a countdown where this was really, really high up. So many nice jerseys have been purchased since then. I've had to revisit things and move things around. I still love this jersey. I love this jersey for how ugly it is. I love this jersey for the fact that the Canucks logo is huge on the sleeves. It makes it kind of uncomfortable to wear because the logo is so big and it's right on the elbow and it just feels uncomfortable. But I really appreciate this jersey for a lot of things. And this is the one I was wearing for the first video I made that hit 5,000 views. So it's got a sentimental attachment for me as well. And I'm very, very proud of it and for all of the joy that it has brought me. I bought this one in Chilliwack at Sports and Stuff because it was $10 cheaper there than anywhere else I could find it. A store in the Chilliwack Mall that I'm pretty sure is still there, but I haven't been to the Chilliwack Mall in a while. And I'm admitting that. It's been quite a while since I've been there. 127. So yesterday I got the Reebok Toronto Maple Leafs from before they changed logos. Now at 127, here's the one with the new logo. And the changes are simple. Basically, the logo that the Leafs use now is the logo that used to be on the sleeve, just kind of redone a little bit. And I'm glad they did it because the other Maple Leaf is kind of symbolic of the Harold Ballard era and of failure and yada yada yada. I've always liked the stylized Leaf better. I've always thought it looks better, and it's not the only time in this portion of the countdown you're going to see it either. I really like this jersey. It's clean. They don't have anything on the shoulders because the other ones, they always had something on the shoulders. And I remember even as a kid with the old Maple Leaf, I thought it looked kind of boring compared to this kind of thing. So I'm glad they went back to that. 126. This is where it gets really tough because I really like this one too. This is the modernized stick and rink. So this is where they've decided to make it a more abrupt C, and you've got the stick right there. And I really like it, and of course there are some who want to see Johnny Canuck on the front of a jersey. I'm torn on it, and I have a Johnny Canuck fashion jersey, and I am torn on whether or not I want to see Johnny Canuck on the front of a jersey. Because honestly, it's not an easy sell for me. I don't know that going from this kind of a design to a lumberjack would necessarily be taken any more seriously by anybody else, which is what I've heard people say. Like, well, nobody takes the Canucks seriously because of the Orca. Does anybody really care about a logo to take a team seriously? Look at the Raptors down the street in Toronto. 125. Oh, that alternate jersey I got through. Pretty sure that was Sports and Stuff in Chilliwack as well. The Toronto Maple Leafs one with the new logo I got through Lids when they went on sale. No, I got that through Sport Check. I got that through Sport Check when all the Reeboks went on sale. 125. It's this beauty out of Buffalo. And, of course, it is a Ryan Miller jersey because I have a lot of Ryan Miller jerseys. I have 3 of them now. So there are people in town that if I timed it just right, they would think my last name was Miller. Why does he put his name on his jerseys? Of course, you got the piping down the side, which was always strange. And then you've got the gray in the armpit, which is also weird. I don't know who decided, hey, we need a gray pit in this one. Did you get the gray pits yet? Nobody's going to take it seriously without the gray pits. You got the piping too, right? Anyways, Buffalo, for me, has always been kind of nice. Buffalo's colors are a little bit different than everybody else. And I love the logo. I love the design. You will see the classic Buffaloes after this, but they're not that much higher than these. They're really not. But I do prefer the classic ones over these. Just barely. And yet, they're not in this portion of the countdown, which means just barely can make a difference of 10 or 15 in this countdown now. But yeah, I really like this jersey a lot. I got it through Full Moon Jerseys on eBay because Ryan Miller got traded. 124. Leafs are back. So the Leafs did a 75th anniversary jersey back in 1992. So if this looks like their current logo, that's not an accident. That's not a coincidence. Let me go ahead and grab that back. Grab that again. This is why when the Leafs went to this new logo, I said, oh, okay. I remember people saying, oh, it's beautiful. It's awesome. Look at that new logo. It's fantastic. And people ask me, aren't you going to buy this one? And I'm like, well, I have this one. So that's why I wasn't enthused about Toronto making the change, but I certainly understood it. This of the 75th anniversary jerseys, this was probably my favorite. The Chicago one's really nice too. I have that one now. Chicago one's fantastic. But this one, I would say, is probably my favorite. I'm a big fan of this one. I like the blue shoulders, single stripe along the bottom. There's a lot to like with this, the simplicity and everything, but it's just, I love that Maple Leaf logo. So when they went back to sort of this, I was like, yeah, that makes total sense. 123. This one's tough because, I get this one. I got this one from, that Toronto Maple Leafs one I got from, I think it was Shem Sports in Chilliwack, and I don't even know if they sell hockey jerseys anymore. I think Shem Sports is still there, but I don't think that they sell jerseys anymore. I bought that in 1992. So that jersey is 26 years old. Ducks. The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. I bought this one from a private eBay seller. Not one of the mass producers. I bought this one used. It is a very sharp jersey. I think it's, this one's a large, so it is big on me. I usually wear a small or medium, and in the Adidas I wear 50, which is a bit long on the arm, but, they don't make clothes for short people. I'm a big fan of this jersey, and it's funny because when it first came into the league, I remember locally a lot of people were like, is that seriously hockey? That can't be hockey. That's not, they aren't really going to wear that, are they? That's a joke. That's a Disney movie. This is a joke. How can Disney be in hockey? This is a joke. So when people talk about Vegas, I think back to this and I'm like, yeah, I've heard this story before. I also remember hearing, well, they're never going to win a Stanley Cup. Not with that. That's stupid. And they did. Of course, they didn't win it with that, did they? They won it the year after they got rid of that one. 122. I said this was the Washington portion of the countdown, but there's another team that's in this countdown a lot. So this is the Winter Classic, and this is basically just their 80s jersey with a Reebok thing slapped on it. And be darned if I don't love this one. I got this one for $40 from no, I didn't. No, I got this one from, because I got it at the same time as the Canucks and that other Maple Leafs. I got this one from Sport Chek. I was going to say $40 on Full Moon, but I know they have it for $40 on Full Moon. But I didn't get it from Full Moon for that price. I paid more than that for it, but not by a lot. Of Winter Classic jerseys, it's just fantastic. And again, I like the font better. And I know that's such a minor detail. And the red shoulders and just the way the striping's done and the stars down the sleeves. I've always preferred this design for the Washington Capitals. And yet when I see it side by side with the current one, I think, wow, Shannon, you're picky. That's such a minor thing. And yet there we are. And at 121, to close out this portion of the countdown, this is also the Toronto portion of the countdown. I want to point out this is the Toronto portion as well. I got this one from, also from Sport Chek. It was on sale, and I thought, all right, well, I'll grab it because this was the jersey that they redid as a throwback to the 1967 Toronto Maple Leafs, the last Maple Leafs team to win a Stanley Cup. And it is a sharp jersey. I'm not gonna lie about it. It is a really sharp jersey. The striping's nice. Again, clean shoulders, nothing on there. The logo itself is done in felt. The one thing I will say is this: when jerseys have a felt logo, I am gonna wear them a lot less frequently because they tend to attract everything. And it's really difficult to keep them from attracting hair and dust, and then trying to get it out is just a nightmare because the felt's gonna roll up pretty quick. But they're nice to have in the collection, just if you're gonna wear them sparingly. So there you go. 140 through 121 of the collection is done. I will be able to do 120 through 101 tomorrow. And then we're going to Vegas. I'm not taking 100 jerseys to Vegas. So the countdown's going to be on pause from tomorrow's portion until we're back from Vegas. But, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. And this has been jerseys 140 through 121 of the THG 2018 Jersey Countdown.